Have you wondered how to get this loot on the rooftops in Raya Lucaria? Or maybe have you been to this secret room with the loot here? Or what about the door before the firefox that's blocked from the other side? Have you opened that one? Or what about this location with this weird Iron Virgin? Or what about when you kill the firefox and then you see that there's definitely something up there? Well, I have the guide for you. My name is Nilaus and this is an Elden Ring guide. I'm gonna go uncover all the secrets of Raya Lucaria in this video. Just quickly go through it. Down there, I wouldn't call it a secret, but there's definitely something there that you're gonna check out before you go in. But I wouldn't count it as a secret. So let's dive in and get started on Raya Lucaria secrets. First location is in the Church of the Cuckoo after you've killed everyone. Then this seemingly innocuous wall is actually an illusory wall, and you can go out to a little cemetery in the backyard and get a rune arc. This is something I found when you're on the roof of the Church of the Cuckoo. You can look down and it's too far to jump. As you progress, you will also see, now we're going to just take a look, there is a ladder. We'll get back up and kick that ladder down later. Here's the next part. When you get to the Waterwheel, before you go into the Waterwheel, you can actually jump on over this ledge and go out through the window. And there is a little golden rune, and you can continue, and you get some really nice gear. Look, there's even more stuff down there, but we'll get down there. Don't you worry. So we're gonna sneak up, and take care of the 3 enemies. I'm playing this at nighttime, but I'll whenever I have a chance, I'll switch it to morning so we get as much light as possible during the play. But this is deep within the build, or within the castle. And let's get the last one. And we get this Carian Knight Set. It's really nice. I mean, it looks nice, so that's all that counts. So if you're playing a night class, that's definitely, for me at least, it's definitely my go-to for now. And then just if you're worried that you can't get back out, that was kind of one of the things I was worried about, but there is actually a little path here where you drop down and go back into the graveyard cemetery thing. And then we loop back around. And we are back where we started and ready to continue with the Waterwheel, which will also be our next part. As we look at me in the new Carian Knight armor, we have to get the Schoolhouse checkpoint first. That's really important. And then we can jump on the Waterwheel. And there are a number of places you can jump off. The Schoolhouse is one. Over on the other side, if I'm just turning around a bit, we're gonna go all the way down, but there is, damn it, over on the other side. There we go. There's another side. We can jump to that one. That was where we got the knight armor, and there's another one on the other side. You could just see it out in the corner. I wouldn't call that a secret, but if you continue all the way down, you can jump on this ledge, but if you fail to jump, you're gonna die. So I've failed it more times than I made it, so I'm just gonna go all the way down and get punted all the way to the bottom. If you talk to Patches says that at the bottom of the Waterwheel there's an Iron Maiden that supposedly can transport you to somewhere else. That is the Iron Maiden, Iron Virgin, and if you stand underneath here, it can't reach you, so for casters that's a pretty good place to be. But hey, we're not going to do that. We're going to go attacking in melee combat. If you get grabbed by it and die from the grab, then you get teleported to Volcano Manor, which is a really miserable place to be at this point. So don't try really heavily not to get grabbed. So anytime you're in front, don't queue up attacks. And we're just gonna be clearing these as much as possible. If you end up in the Volcano Manor, then you have to find the nearest grace point, rest at that grace point, and then you can teleport out, because you can't even teleport out from here. Yeah, I'm not doing this very well, but that's because I'm really afraid of this grab. But once the arms are out, you deal a massive amount of damage to it, so there's a good thing and then there's a bad thing. We did not get grabbed, that's good. And then, as a reward, we are all the way here at the bottom of the Waterwheel, and we get a few pieces of loot. We get this long-tail cat talisman. It says it prevents fall damage, and then you think like, oh, that's awesome. It prevents fall damage. It does not prevent falling death. So you still die if you die. It's just that in that little space that if you would take damage, you don't take damage there. it's not that great. This is where you can get back up using the Waterwheel, but I would just always just jump back to the schoolhouse, because that's where we're going to continue afterwards. But there's one more piece of loot down here, so we'll just comb this. You also get all of these little glintstone fireflies if you want those for something. These crystals can be jumped, so let's jump on up to those crystals, and then you see this little mausoleum, and you see a little glimmer in front of it, and you think that must be something absolutely amazing. Isn't that amazing? It's just lost ashes of war. I mean, for the very few people who dual wield weapons, I guess that could be kind of useful. Anyway, we are going to continue with the next secret area. Here we're now in the schoolhouse checkpoint. We're going to go up here. First, figure out when that guy is coming in. These mages that think they can fight, that's not a great idea. So just sneak up so he doesn't doesn't bother you. And we're going to continue that way soon. But here we have a guy lying in front of a bookcase. This bookcase does not have any books on it. If you see a bookcase without books, it's probably a secret door. So we go out here and we get, for our troubles, a little smithing stone. That's nice. But there's more. You can actually jump on over here. And maybe when you were outside just before the Waterwheel, before the schoolhouse, you saw a little glimmer on a ledge. That is the glimmer on the ledge we're going here. Because you can also scale these rocks. It doesn't really look like it, but you can scale these rocks. Also, you must jump this part. Jump! Otherwise, you lose it. And here is a little crown. And we are back to the start of the schoolhouse. And we can continue with the next secret, which is also around the schoolhouse. So after you've killed all of these things, including the big pot guy, there is this door that you can't open. And this is really annoying because you really want this door open. So what you have to do is go up. You've of course already killed all of these. And you move further up. And in this room, there's another bookcase without books on it. Well, lo and behold, if that isn't a secret door. Or an illusory wall. So we get in here to a little room full of books and loot. We get a comet spell. And we get a stone sword key. Really nice. Now, there's also a ladder up here. So we can jump up the ladder. Well, we can climb up the ladder. And then as you get up to the top, there isn't really anything here. You look around and go like, why is there a ladder to this part if there isn't anything here? And that's because there is something there. You just have to jump over this. And then you get into another little secret area. And jump down here again. And get into another secret area. And there are these pot guys. They're not hostile right now. But they will all attack you later on. As we get close to that crystal at the end of the room. So we might as well clear them out. I always feel bad about destroying these little pot guys. But, oh well. It's all for the glory of 117 runes. We'll take the last two. And there's another one over here. And we can now get this one, Graven School Talisman. And wrap up this little secret by opening the door. And now we have uncovered that door that's been haunting at least me for a while until I start just smashing on every single wall in this forsaken place. Now after you kill the firefox, you can look around and it's pretty clear that there's something up there. So let's take a look at how to get there. This is Red Wolf of Radagon. It's called Firefox. You go out here and you go into the courtyard, turn right immediately, and over here in the corner you can leap on over the balcony and there's a little ledge. And there's a ladder going up. And once we're up the ladder, we can then go in through a broken window. Here. And then there aren't any enemies in here, but there are just 2 pieces of loot. Here we have 5 crystal buds. And on the other side we have something that's way more malleable if you are a caster. Let's go over to the chest. There, Radagon's icon. It's faster cast speed, so that's pretty neat. And now there's also a balcony. Maybe you've also been looking at this balcony and wondered how to get up there. This is, let's just get his attention. Oh, no. Don't want to be hit by that one. Could hear that coming. Yeah, so you can see this balcony from the courtyard and also wonder how to get up there. So that's another sort of solution, is that, yeah, you can get up here by taking that little ledge and the ladder and go above, and then we can, I'm just checking if I'm missing anything before jumping on down. This part down here, you can get down to that from the courtyard. So this is just basically looping back to just show you that we can get all the way back to the courtyard, and showing how awesome I am at fighting these little dudes. Only one left. We can do it. Living Jarshan. And then we are looping back here, and then getting back into the location, and can start the next one. The next area is about how to get to the rooftops. Now, I do imagine that rooftops are something you have found. If not, well, then you can look at this. There's one door there that we'll get back to. That's the shortcut to the boss, the final boss. And we also have one more locked door that we will just jump to. That's the boss door. Jump on over here. That gets us access to. And down here we have the door. This door will now open back into the courtyard, which means we don't have to go through the fighting upstairs we just did in order to get to the roofs if we should fail. And around the bend, get the loot, and then jump over the edge, and then we are on the rooftops. This is where we get to the next part. This is the most annoying thing. My god, I spent a lot of time looking at that one and trying to figure out how to get it, but I found out, and now I'm going to show you. So jump down here, we go down on the roof. Usually you would go forward here, but if you go over here, you can actually see it looks almost doable, but it's definitely too far. So you need to hold the sprint key. So sprint and jump, and look at how close it is. Yeah, that's pretty close. Be careful, there are gargoyles, and no more gargoyles. Yeah, so that's that jump, you gotta practice it a few times. And so it can definitely be done, and we'll have to do it 2 times for this area. Let's clear this part. And because we are running in daytime, I for some reason am not really good at getting the sneak attack for these. Yep, look at that. Let's call it because of daytime, or not just bad clicking. And no, this one I think it's because of daytime. There you go. I step back so I don't actually jump off. Remember here, to get this part, you have to jump. Don't just walk off because you need to fall down. There are 2 more marionette dolls in here, so wait for them to come out and then take care of them before we go up the long ladder. Come on, get out. There. Alright, so let's go up the ladder, and what better time than climbing on a very long ladder than to remind people that, you know, if you like this, if you're still watching, consider subscribing to the channel, or at the very least hitting the like button. It means a lot to me that I can see that people like it and that people are subscribing for more Elden Ring guides here on the channel. So really appreciate it, and it also helps with the discovery because there are so many Elden Ring videos, but I want to get mine out there, of course. So back to the climbing. We're still climbing, so that was a good little intersection here. We climbed to the top of this tower, and there is a little bit of loot. That is a moon crossbow. Full moon crossbow even. And one of these locations is not going to kill us when we jump off, so let's select that one to jump off here. That will just go back to somewhere we have been before. And if we look at, we jump down here, now we get to exactly, this is the one we were looking at before, Smithing Stone 4. That was all of that for Smithing Stone 4. So we jump down back here, but we're going to have to go over there again. So let's take a deep breath and then just run and jump. And we made it. And then again, run and jump. Here. The loot you see down here to the side is actually sort of part of the normal, not part of any secret. It's just area that I haven't taken care of yet. So that's not really something I would call a secret. In case you're wondering about all the blue and red things, that's because I'm using the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger and Assassin's Crimson Dagger for attacking. That means every critical hit will restore both health and a focus point. So out here, we are going down this tower, just falling down slowly. Every step, just figure out where the next safe location is. That's definitely not safe. This seems safe. Yep. And there is a little crab here. Ow! Pinch. There. And it gives us yet another crown. There are 3 crowns, I think, in here. Yeah, I think that's 3 glittering crabs and therefore also 3 crowns. And we get the crabs. For once, we actually have crabs here without having any big crabs around. And so we are now at this location, coming out, going around, just checking where we are. And over here we have the roof of the Church of Cuckoo. Cuckoo? Maybe. I don't know. And we climb up the ladder, and then we can take a look at it. And that's actually also where we need to find the next secret. Once we get all the way up this ladder, you can climb down this ladder. This is just to loop it back and get you to sort of tie it all together on where it is. So this is where we are jumping down on top of the next start. So I've cleared out all the enemies. You can jump down here and go, but more importantly, you should be going in here because there is an item that we use for a quest, and that's just items. So let's get that. And if you go just a step down and we turn around, and then on the chandelier there is a fine piece of loot. This is a glintstone key that we can hand in to Thop. He is at the Church of Earth, and we'll do that in a bit. So we can jump down here, and now we're same place that if we jump down from the roof. So nothing magical there. Remember to kick down the ladder, by the way. This is now a bit later on, and this is after the steel ball. And we have a door that's locked, and this is the room where you fight the Carian Knight. Be careful about attacking when he has a shield up. He will parry you. So we go out here, because there's another little secret to that door. We need to get that open. Take care of here. And jump out that ledge, and go in through the window. Let's not go up there yet. But let's open the door first, so that we sort of tie the whole thing together. This is the locked door in this case. So what is behind the locked door? Up the ladder. Yeah, the way I'm gonna do this may look a bit stupid, but it's actually not as stupid as it looks. It looks like very much like a mistake, but it isn't. Because there's one guy over here, and then there's a madman thing over here, but there are also 2 spellcasters, and that's pretty shitty to fight one of these big ones and the 2 spellcasters. So what I want is, I just want to go in and get an attack in. There we go. I got a bit of damage in, and then I'm just backing up. Back up, and then I want to go down. It looks like a mistake, but it's actually a good idea to do that, because you can then stand here at the bottom and wait for the idiot spellcasters to climb the ladder, climb down. You can heal up. The big guy's not gonna come down, he can't climb ladders, but the small ones can. Maybe we just want to entice them to come down the ladder by just climbing a bit up, and then they will be starting to come down towards us. You can fight on the ladder, but I don't. There we go. Now they realize that I'm down here. It's really interesting. And then, I mean, how easy does it get by just being able to just kill them here? And that means we only have the big guy left, so now we can climb up and take care of him easily without having to deal with all 3 of them at once, because that makes it a bit more complicated. So I think that's a good idea. Alright, so what are you up to? Roll under. I actually thought that one would kill him, but well, it's dead now. And we have a little room where we have a few more things. This is where the steel ball comes down, and it stops coming down once you've killed these. So that's a thing. That also means you can easily get the ones, the loot at the end. A glintstone scarab is a weird helmet. You can jump on over, And then there is a little golden room level 7, pretty good. And you jump down and then you get back to the teleporter and get back into the central room. Now remember we got that glintstone key we got from the chandelier in the top of the Church of Cuckoo. Let's use that. And the way I'm going to use it is I am going to ride here to Church of Earth. This is at the southern end of Liurnia. And I'm going to go talk to the Thop guy.
Back to learn another? Why, of course. Are you certain you're willing to give your glintstone key to me? My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you dearly. Now I can go back to the academy to resume my study of glintstone sorceries. And the very stars. Thank you. With you a blessing. Perhaps one day you'll pay me a visit?
Well, let's do that.
I may be a decorated sorcerer by then.
Yeah, let's see about that. Alright, so we, he says we should come visit him. So where in the Raya Lucaria is he going to be? Well, Schoolhouse. He's there to learn things. So let's go to the Schoolhouse and see if we can find him there. There's the Schoolhouse. And then you just go outside. Turn on the light, of course. Gets reset every time you teleport. And there he is, all dead and sad. But he does have a few items for us. Grab the items. There we go, Thop's Bell Bearing. That gives us some things we can buy, and Thop's Barrier, that's spells, all that good stuff. So that was all of the secrets for Raya Lucaria. I hope you have enjoyed it, and you found some interesting things. And there were a few things that you didn't know before. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care and stay effective.